station with the most local news. This is News 4 at 4.
We want to bring you breaking news right now from South Carolina. Officials say 2 children and a teacher were shot at an elementary school. It happened in Anderson County in South Carolina near Greenville. This is a look at the elementary school. Authorities say they arrested a teenage suspect and say there is no longer an active threat. They say the children's injuries are not life-threatening. Investigators are now checking out a second scene they say could be related to the shooting at the elementary school. School officials loaded the students onto buses and moved them to another school where parents are now picking them up. Again, this is breaking news out of South Carolina. 2 students and a teacher shot at an elementary school, and a teenager is in custody. We'll bring you new information as soon as we get it on News 4 and on WIVB.com. Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us. In your top 4 at 4, a jury found a man guilty of a felony in the crash that killed his son and hurt his niece. A state Supreme Court jury handed down a guilty verdict to Kevin McCabe. Prosecutors say he crashed his pickup into a semi-truck on Route 16 in Sardinia. It happened almost a year ago. 4-year-old Tristan died, and McCabe's 8-year-old niece was seriously hurt. He was convicted of manslaughter and endangering the welfare of a child. Prosecutors say he was high on meth, but a jury ruled he was not impaired at the time of the crash. The kids were in the front seat of the truck and not in proper child safety restraints.
I think that there's finally justice for Tristan. He had no one to speak for him.
If the judge and the jury can't do what's right, then I don't know who can.
McCabe's attorney says they will appeal the verdict. A judge set his bond at $100,000. If he doesn't post it, he'll stay in custody until his sentencing at the end of October. McCabe faces 5 to 15 years in prison. In Dunkirk, investigators are trying to find out what happened before a person was hit and killed by a train early this morning. Authorities say the victim was walking on the tracks at Middle Road near Warsaw Street. Officials say it was likely an accident. Police say another person was walking with the victim. They hope that person will come forward with details about what happened.
It appears to be likely an accident. People frequently travel from place to place as a matter of convenience for a shortcut. It happens sometimes.
Police have not released the victim's name. The train was traveling from Syracuse to Columbus, Ohio. CSX released a statement saying the trains travel through towns quietly, and it can be hard to know how fast it's approaching. The statement also says walking along the tracks is extremely dangerous. Authorities in Rochester arrested a man for a 2003 murder and robbery at a Xerox Federal Credit Union. They caught up with Richard Leon Wilburn this week. He's facing federal charges. Authorities say he entered the branch on the Xerox campus in Webster more than a decade ago, wearing an FBI jacket and a wig. He was carrying a briefcase with 2 guns and an umbrella inside. He shot and killed a worker and hurt another. Authorities say fingerprints on the umbrella led them to the suspect all these years later.
And that umbrella, thanks to the perseverance of all the law enforcement agents that you will hear mentioned today, is what, along with the public support, became the linchpin of today's announcement.
Officials say tips from the public helped them track Wilburn down. They have not released any other details on his arrest. Wilburn will be back in court October 12th. And here's a live look right now at Niagara Square in downtown Buffalo, where Buffalo teachers are rallying before the school board meeting tonight. You can see there's a big crowd there. They want a new contract. The president of the teachers union says negotiations were going well with the district, but they're now on hold. The teachers have been working without a contract for more than a decade. News 4's Nick Quattrini is there right now, and he'll have a live report coming up at 4:30. Turning now to your forewarned forecast. Forewarned meteorologist Andrew Beglini is here now with a look at what we can expect. And Andrew, it seems like it was a pretty decent Wednesday so far.
It was fantastic, and I hope you got outside to enjoy it. It was above average. It really felt like another summer-like day in the mid-70s with some sunshine. Totally different story the rest of the week and heading into the weekend. So, as I mentioned, I hope you got outside to enjoy it a little bit. Want to update the numbers real quick on our rainfall deficit. Of course, the drought's still going on. We're over 6.5 inches below our yearly rainfall amount. We should be around 22 inches, and again, about 6.5 inches shy of that. But September's been fairly good to us. It's been very normal in terms of rainfall. We should be at about 3.5 inches, and indeed we are, and even 1/100 of an inch above our normal for the date. Well, here's what's going on in the atmosphere. A big unsettled pattern to the west of us. Notice that rain, all that cloud cover across the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. Well, that's slowly moving our direction, and we're sort of going to get caught in that unsettled weather pattern. Clouds, showers, and some cooler air. Notice that pocket of cooler temperatures in the 50s around Detroit, Chicago. Not going to be quite that chilly, but we'll certainly not be as warm as we were today for the rest of the week. And there's a look at those temperatures right now in the mid-70s across the Niagara frontier. A little cooler in the mid-60s for you folks in the southern tier. And the breeze out of the southeast, that'll switch to the east and bring in some Atlantic moisture for the next few days. So we'll see on and off scattered rain showers. Some of them could develop tonight. Clouds will be increasing and thickening from the south. A few showers developing, especially south of the metro area. But we could even see a few raindrops here around Buffalo a little bit later on. Temperatures staying in the 50s. Unsettled weather pattern, a persistent one the rest of the week, so we have lots to talk about. My full forecast. We'll show you the models, and we'll see if there's any light at the end of the tunnel in just a few minutes. Christy.
Andrew, thanks. Developing in California, another police shooting of an African-American man has sparked protest, this time just outside San Diego. Scott McLean has the story.
I just called for help, and you came and killed me.
Moments after the man is fatally shot by police, an onlooker shot this video. A person claiming to be the victim's sister told dispatchers he was mentally ill but unarmed.
I call you guys to come and help me not to kill my brother.
Nearly an hour after that 911 call, police arrived and say the man was acting erratically, walking in traffic, pacing back and forth with his hands in his pockets. One officer pointed a gun at him, the other pointed a taser.
At one point, the male rapidly drew an object from his front pants pocket, placed both hands together on it, and extended it rapidly towards the officer, taking what appeared to be a shooting stance.
A witness gave police cell phone footage of the incident. Police released only this still image from the video, showing the moment just before one officer fired a taser, the other a gun. The man was taken to a hospital but died. They did not find a weapon on scene. The shooting has sparked small protests in the city. This comes after recent police shootings of black men in Tulsa and Charlotte have again put police under national scrutiny. Protesters held their own press conference today, many of them calling on the Department of Justice to investigate.
One officer thought it was a taser situation, the other thought it was a lethal force situation.
The veteran officers involved have been put on administrative leave. Police are pledging to be transparent but have not called for a third party to investigate. I'm Scott McLean reporting.
New at 4, Columbus Day has officially been renamed to Indigenous Peoples Day in the Niagara-Wheatfield Central School District. News 4's Angela Cristoforos explains how students made the change happen. Angela?
Christy, the Board of Education approved the request after a PowerPoint presentation by the Native American Club and the Niagara-Wheatfield Student Council. Students from both clubs have been working on the effort for the past year. In the presentation, students portrayed the killings, slavery, and kidnappings that resulted under Christopher Columbus. Students also said Columbus shouldn't get credit for discovering North America because millions of people already live there. As of today, the sign out front of both Niagara-Wheatfield High School and the Edwardtown Middle School both say there will be no school on Indigenous Peoples Day.
We didn't understand why we should be celebrating a man that stands for a symbol of genocide in Native community, especially going to a school that has such a large Native population.
Student Council had a unanimous vote to support Native American Club, and then we all went and approached our school board, and they voted on the spot to change the name in our school.
The Village of Akron, Town of Newstead, and the Akron Central School District have also named the second Monday of October Indigenous Peoples Day. They will be holding a celebration at Russell Park in Akron on October 10th from 10 to 2. Live in the newsroom, Angela Cristoforos, News 4 at 4.
Next on News 4 at 4, birth control could be linked to depression, the alarming research behind it, and why it could affect young girls more than adults. And a big case against Wells Fargo is bringing bigger issues to light in the banking industry. Why experts are saying some tactics are too aggressive.